Lead the Way, a podcast for school leaders with author, speaker, and educator, Dr. Bill Ziegler.
Today, I'm just thrilled to have a good friend, a Minnesota Distinguished Principal of the Year, author and speaker, Jessica Cabeen with us. Jessica, it's so great to have you on the program.
Well, thank you, Dr. Ziegler. It's always just a great time to be connected with you and to speak with you. So it's the pleasure's all mine today.
So, Jessica, you wrote the book, Lead with Grace. And how can school leaders lead with grace in their schools?
Absolutely. So this really came from a labor of love and a lot of practice with these skills. And so it's really looking at the soft skills of leading in any organization, but really my emphasis was schools, and a lot of practice with some essential soft skills of leadership, such as leading authentically, leading with vulnerability, leadership with integrity, and leadership with empathy. And then taking a look at those different qualities and characteristics and embedding them in how we communicate with each other, how we build meaningful relationships, how we use these skills with social media. And then in all of this, how do you have grace with yourself? Because this work is, they call these soft skills, but they're super hard to master. And so having grace when you're with yourself, when you make mistakes, or I like to call them little ouches in the road, how do you build the capacity to get back up and keep trying? Because building these skills is not only essential to the work we do, but it really starts to become foundational in how we lead and how we communicate with each other at work, at home, and in the community.
Yeah, that's so true. I really like that lead with vulnerability. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. And I see this in so many new school leaders. They feel like they come in and they have to be the expert. And I've really learned to come into positions, because I just transitioned from a kindergarten center to a middle school, to come in as a novice and just say, yeah, I'm coming with 20 years of educational experience, but I'm new to this building. And so I really need to learn from you and with you. And the staff at the middle school laugh at me because I was like, I'm going for 73% accuracy this year. Some things I'm going to knock out of the ballpark, and I'm going to strike out probably just as much. But really being upfront and forward with them really helped them to say, okay, she's real. And if I'm willing to, as a leader, say I'm willing to make mistakes and be innovative and take risks, I think that's just modeled for our teachers and students to do the same then.
I absolutely love that. It is about modeling as school leaders. That's so important. So if someone wants to learn more about your book or you, how do they do that?
Absolutely. So I'm a digital novice when it comes to some of the social media, but I'm definitely trying to be more visible on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Jessica Cabeen. And then I do have a website, jessicacabeen.com. And I love having these conversations and just building each other's capacity to lead well when we have a lot of things coming at us.
That's great. So as we close out, Jessica, what's one word of advice you would give to a school leader this year?
Breathe. Breathe. I think sometimes we get so caught up in the pace of principling and leading that we forget to just stop and take a deep breath and be aware of our surroundings and just have that breath and that moment of gratitude. And it really helps to reframe whatever circumstance or situation you're currently in.
So listeners, I'd encourage you to go to Amazon right now and get a copy of Jessica's book, Lead with Grace, to transform your leadership in schools this year. Thanks so much for being with us today, Jessica, on Lead the Way.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. And I hope everybody has a wonderful week.
If you liked what you heard today on Lead the Way, we encourage you to subscribe to our podcast on iTunes and leave a review.
You've been listening to Dr. Bill Ziegler with Lead the Way. For more great resources and information about Bill's new book, Future Focused Leaders, just visit chaselearning.org. That's chaselearning.org. This has been a presentation of Lead the Way.